It's me, GV, and welcome to this week's Sup Saturdays. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while. Say that every single time now, and I think I say it every single time now, But yeah, welcome to this week's update. This is gonna be a big fat honkin' update, so only watch this video if you like me and care about what I have to say, because it's just gonna be me rambling, kind of putting everything out there. Yeah, just kind of getting everybody up to snuff with what's going on with the YouTube channel, the Twitch channel, and myself, just to kind of get everybody on the same page. So let's jump right into it. Currently recording this the day probably before you watch this, Saturday, June 5th. Was not gonna do anything because I'm currently near the end of like a week break from both YouTube and Twitch. I just finished a month-long event over on Twitch, Maverits 2, the second year in a row where we streamed every single day in May. Basically just a big celebration of video gaming. We hit all of our goals. Massive thanks to everybody that watched, and massive thanks to everybody that was a part of it. It was a hell of a lot of fun and much more relaxed than last year, which took about every single percentage of energy I had in my entire body, which was great because it was insane and over the top, but also near the end of it I was kind of very much looking forward to it ending, to be honest. Lots of stuff to talk about. Where do we begin? Let's start with personal updates. I've been doing pretty darn well. Yeah, first of all, I just finished a 10-week workout program. I'm pretty sure I talked about it before on the channel. I'll put the link in the description below if you want to know what I did. It's called Frankelman's Dumbbell Splits, a 10-week full-body dumbbell workout. And man, oh man, it's a beginner/intermediate program, so I don't know if it was really all that intensive or anything, but I have never seen as many results in my life going to the gym. I've always been in and out of the gym, just kind of doing my own thing. I cannot stress, follow a workout program. This one was highly recommended. I think it's a pretty old and like highly recommended one. Man, oh man, I've seen so much more results in this 10 weeks than I probably ever have. You can probably see it a little bit in my neck. You can see it a little bit here. Biceps and triceps still are a challenge. Those were probably the most underdeveloped muscles throughout the whole thing, but shoulder, traps, back, definitely, legs, Jesus Christ, leg day. Oh my God, people are not wrong about that. Leg day on that workout is the worst. It's the worst. But man, we did it. Didn't miss a day for that 10 weeks. Even had family come into town, still made sure to go. I felt extremely proud, and also doing extremely well with calories. Have not gone over 14,000 calories since a week. Since I think February 19th was I think when I started taking it seriously. I've got a new weight loss goal that I'm pretty darn close to at the moment. Just rewrote out all my goals for weight loss, the gym as well. I'm basically gonna restart this 10-week gym program, but add in abs and add in like chin-ups or pull-ups. So yeah, health-wise, going great. Also mental health, going great. I've been sticking with the waking up meditation/mindfulness app for I don't even know how long now. I haven't missed a day. Even when family came in, still made sure to listen to that. Yeah, man, I don't, it's meditation and mindfulness is something that's kind of hard to quantify in terms of how much it's positively affecting your life. Man, though, I can't stress enough, I just right before this video went out into my porch and meditated for 10 minutes, and it was a beautiful day, and I just felt so serene, and I do right now too. And it's not always like that. Some days I feel extremely like scatterbrained and I don't have that effect, but days like today, it just has such like a calming feeling over me, and you know, I think the whole goal of it is to kind of let negative thoughts and emotions come into you, but then let them pass just as easily. And so I'm getting there with that. But overall, just the calming effect of like almost like a blanket over your mind It's really good, so I highly recommend it. That's mainly been the two things that I've been doing to like better myself lately, has been sticking with the gym. Calories have been going for a while now. I haven't messed around on that, so I've been doing pretty well with that. And then mindfulness and meditation for about 10 minutes every day with the Waking Up app. Not sponsored, but do highly recommend it. Let's talk about YouTube. So yeah, we got a whole bunch of stuff going on right now. I think I'm usually pretty clear, but with YouTube and with any sort of content creation, there are always people that don't really understand what you're doing. So just to be totally clear, we have the Titanfall 2, I think we played on hard, campaign to finish, blind playthrough, which will be pretty short. I just wanted to do it as like a side thing. We have the Grohlvana Skyrim Legendary to finish, where I think the next episode I'll be recording is episode 200. We are finishing that. When I uploaded the SpinOff, which is called literally SpinOff in the title, everybody was like, what about Grohlvana? What's happening to Literally, I explain everything in the first video, I'm pretty sure, and also the title is SpinOff. It's a spin-off. We're still finishing Grohlvana. Grohlvana ain't going nowhere. It's just, I started the new thing with the Wood Elf to, you know, do Blood on the Ice and whatever. I just wanted to get all the quests done on the hardest difficulty, because that makes me feel great as a completionist. So yeah, Grohlvana will be finished. I'm just wanted to start that side thing, just because, you know, with these long ass series, it's great to just take a few pauses and do something else for a little bit. Hence Titanfall 2, Oblivion hardest difficulty, and the spinoff. So yeah, the spin-off series will just be until I complete probably Blood on the Ice and Destroy the Dark Brotherhood. People are saying to do the Civil War and all this other stuff. No, because then it's just the perpetual cycle of never ever stopping playing Skyrim. And I'm 28 years old now. I've played Skyrim enough. It's time to move on and do other things. And if everybody leaves, hey, we had a good run. You know what I mean? So yeah, Ninwin spinoff is just going to be to do the side quests that I wasn't able to do because of either choices or bugs. And then Grohlvana will be finished. We'll do everything I want to do with that, which we're very near the tail end of. Oblivion hardest difficulty, I don't know what's gonna happen with that, because part of me wants to restart the whole series because I realize just how much you do have to min-max, and it's like almost impossible just given how dumb Oblivion's difficulty is. Part of me just wants to say, hey, we gave it our best shot and let's move on. But I don't like quitting, and I'm very stubborn, so I kind of do want to go back and restart it and focus on endurance and all that crap, just to make sure that you can actually deal with the hardest difficulty, which is ludicrously stacked against your favor. Not fair in the slightest. So we'll see. I'm not exactly sure just yet. Titanfall will be finished, Skyrim will be finished, the spin-off will be finished. And yeah, then after that, as I keep saying, and this is why I really, and the epilogue for New Vegas, which I'm finally going to start working on because I have time now again. Yeah, and then after that, I am going to be moving on. And again, if everybody leaves, everybody leaves. We had a good time, but I'm going to be trying my best regardless, because that's all that I can really do. But I don't want to play Skyrim for another 10 years. You know what I mean? It's that whole YouTube thing. You do what works, you do what your fans want to see, you do what you want to do creatively, but at a certain point, something has to diverge. It just has to. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I'm gonna do my best regardless. As for Twitch, we did all of our sub goals for Maverites 2, meaning a whole bunch of stuff is locked in. People are always asking me to play this and that and the other thing on YouTube. The thing is, nobody watches anything other than Elder Scrolls and Fallout. It's just the way that it is. So for all of those other playthroughs, you wanna check out the Twitch, which the link is in the description below, because that's where I play everything pretty much. And now we've got a ton of stuff locked in for this next year. Not just event streams like cooking streams, charity streams, all that good stuff, but also a lot of blind playthroughs. Dying Light, Far Cry 3, Chrono Trigger 100%, Majora's Mask, all masks, tons and tons of stuff. If you go to my Twitch channel right now and go into the chat and type exclamation point locked in and exclamation point locked in 2, you can see all the stuff that's locked in for the upcoming year on Twitch to be streamed as playthroughs. A lot of big stuff. So we'll be doing that, plus the Witcher 1 I'm gonna finish as well, and a lot of things we started in Maverites. We have got the schedule stacked, because we have basically like 400 playthroughs to do. So if you want to see any of that stuff, follow the Twitch, come on over to the Twitch. I think we're almost up to like 30,000 followers, which maybe we'll do something. We got a lot of stuff planned at the moment. But yeah, that's what we'll be doing for the upcoming, times. And then outside of that, I'm probably just going to focus on new playthroughs. We did like Resident Evil Village, and it was a hell of a lot of fun. We had great viewership. I think I finally transitioned into being able to stream new games while also retaining viewership and not having those viewers go to like someone bigger on Twitch or not watching because they don't want to be spoiled. New games seem to work, and if they're fun, I get excited. So yeah, outside of all the playthroughs and special streams we have locked in, I will be doing probably new games, and probably on YouTube as well. I know that I can make entertaining, fun videos. We might lose all of our viewership because we've been doing Elder Scrolls and Fallout for X amount of time, but it's the way that it is. There's always new viewers out there. I tend to have, operated under the idea that if I'm doing my best and have the right intentions in my heart, things tend to work out, and to be quite honest with you, they have for the past 6 years or so. What else? Mainly the main focus for this next half of 2021 for me is going to be balance. In 2019, I had a pretty rough time. I've talked about it enough in the past. And then in 2020, I became a full workaholic because that got my mind off of the stuff in 2019, and it was addicting to constantly work and always be engaged with playing games and talking and recording and yada yada yada. In 2021, I realized it was too much, and I didn't put any balance into my personal life. I was like full workaholic mode. And then just taking this week off and taking a week off, maybe within the past, 3 or 4 months, whenever it was very elucidating, revealing of how much I need balance to do other things, to get out of the house, to go on hikes. I live in Colorado, and it's freaking amazing just to go on a hike. I'm a gamer through and through, so I don't realize it until I'm out there. I'm like, oh my god, it's wonderful being out here in nature. Meeting new people and just getting out into the world and not just streaming and YouTubing. That's what I'm going to be putting a focus on. Not much is going to change. I'm going to stream for probably 4 days, but I did a lot of bonus streams in the past. And I'll be recording for 1 to 2 days, and then the other 1 to 2 days I'm just going to be living life and getting out into the world, because I've been putting it off far too long. Plus I've lost a lot of weight. I feel great. I have so much more energy, and am just physically stronger and have more energy from just losing weight and going to the gym. It's just the time. So yeah, the reason I mention this is just because I think it's going to have the best effect ever on the YouTube channel and the Twitch channel, because sometimes when you put all your eggs into that basket, you care too much, and that can almost hurt you. Balance and moderation in all things, and I've definitely been working too much. And you might roll your eyes and say, dude, you play video games. You can work too much in any occupation out there, especially one that offers you limitless, freedom in terms of how many hours you put into it. So that's what's coming up for the next half of the year for me. It can be tough because I'm the type of person that really gets into a routine and a schedule, and then getting out of that and like making plans and rupturing the schedule is a little tricky for somebody like me. But I have to force myself to do it because, when I had family in town and we were getting out and doing hikes like every day, it was so magnificent. It was great. I loved it. So that'll be what I'll be doing, but I think it'll have a really positive effect on not only me, but also the YouTube channel and the Twitch channel. Finally got a new phone. After like 6 years. I've had the same phone for like 6 years, and I got the Samsung Galaxy 21G Ultra, whatever the heck it's called. This thing is freaking massive. Oh my god. Insanely large. But so far so good. A lot of people responded to my tweet asking for help on new phones and stuff, and yeah, I'm not really a big Apple guy, so went for this, and I gotta say I'm pretty happy with the purchase thus far. Anything else? Pets are all doing fantastic. Nothing to report on that front, really. Cats have been sweet as heck as I'm playing new Pokemon Snap in the living room. They come by to demand pets every, I guess, 30 minutes. They revolve. Yen goes to the bed, and then Greyjoy comes over, and then Greyjoy goes to the bed, and yada yada yada. And I guess the last thing is I'll just be really trying to focus on the 4 agreements some more, which I don't want to talk about too much because it can come off as preachy, but it's just 4 guidelines to your life that I feel like really, really positively impact me when I'm actually following them. I just finished the book in one sitting last night for probably like the 7th or 8th time. And it really rubs off in a really good way if you really stick to it, but it's very hard to do that. And I suggest that too for Agreements and the Waking Up app if you want to go down the lines of self-improvement that I have been trying to go down. And that's everything at the moment, I suppose. Probably another video that could have been far reduced in terms of time, but I am very, very, very long spoken? What's the word? You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, overall in a good place, trying to have less attachment to the physical things and my job, and just less attachment in general, and more balance. And yeah, working out, losing weight has been great. And mindfulness has also been great. And I think with the 4 agreements, those 3 things will really have a huge impact. And then balance. And then outside of that, yeah, I'll be taking all of those ideas and pushing them into the YouTube channels and the Twitch channels the best that I can. And we are, for sure, moving away from the Elder Scrolls. I mean, when 6 comes out, yeah, but like after all this stuff is done, and this is why I don't want to keep, you know, people are like, hey, do all this stuff now with Ninwent. No. We're done. I have done it far too much. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you know, some interesting times coming up, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've all been well, and I hope you've all been safe. Thank you so much for watching in any way, shape, or form, both the YouTube and the Twitch. Massive thank you to my patrons who support me over on Patreon. And that's it. I will see you all probably in about a week here on YouTube, and I will be returning to streams either this coming Monday, or maybe I'll take another week off, because originally I said 1 to 2 weeks. We'll see. I don't like not doing anything for 2 weeks, but I've greatly been enjoying time off. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all when I see you. Bye!